God bless all the viewers. Today also, we are going to also continue our Bible studies. The 9 characteristics of Christian maturity. Self-control. Today is the 10th day of the 9 characteristics. We are treating till we complete the whole subject. And so if you come to learn, please share and invite somebody to be part of the program. Just and let someone get these teachings. So what I can do is I bring the teachings out. You help me to send the teachings by inviting somebody or share the program. Or even you can do watch party for someone also to be part or participate on your platform. So share. Let's study the Word of God. The Word of God is our strength, is our hope. That is our everything. Let's study the Word of God. It's time for us to study the Word of God. So today we are going to continue the 9 characteristics of Christian maturity. So participate. God bless you wherever you are. And as I give some of my songs for the this year, I just want you to use this privilege to give glory to God, to magnify His glorious name, and also invite someone. God bless you. Oh, we are Cassie Bebrew. Everradia, we are Cassie Ampa, yes, we are Cassie. Aminiama yenina Ninisamo kanina trese Yesu Oyonyamipa oh that you minina yonisem Ninisama yenina Ninisamo kanina trese Yesu Ofrisroate that you mean now one in some. Oh, Eradie, Uya Casio, Eradie, Uya Cassi, Amba, yes, way. Uya Cassi, the brew, Eradie, Uya Cassi, Amba, yes, way. Uya Cassi. Eradie uya kesio Eradie uya kesiwate Eradie uya kesi ampa Yeswe uya kesie Eradie uya kesi ampa Yeswe uya kesi Hey, Eddie, Nasio. Radio Saye. Somewhere. Oh, yeah, then. Phantom song. Sorry, yes, start the program. I'm sorry. Before I start the program, prepare before Oh. God bless you. You are all welcome. Please, when you come, you help me to share. And we invite someone to be part of the program. God bless all the viewers, wherever you are. May God be with you. May God bless you as we share the word of God. God bless all the viewers, wherever you are. May God bless you. May God be with you. Today also I want to share with you the word of God. And now we are learning the 9 characteristics of Christian maturity, which is very, very important. Which is very, very important. Which is what we ought to do. So I'm encouraging brethren and sisters, wherever you are, you need to take these things into consideration, so that you will be able to grow in the knowledge of God, or in the power of God. Now Jesus said, learn of me. Learn of me. For you to be in Christ's character, or in Christ's category, or Christian categories, you need some contents that make you strong, or that make you accomplish well. And here is where I want to share with you. Now we are going to also treat about temperance, which another versions also consider to call it self-control. So temperance or self-control. So temperance is the practice of controlling your behavior. When you say temperance, is to be able to control yourself, control your behavior. That is self-control. And every human being who is not able to control himself also is in trouble every time. One must learn to control himself. Whatever happens in your life, you must be able to control yourself, whether good or bad. There are so many kinds of, of feelings or desires that you come to across in life. But one thing you have to understand, you need to have self-control. In every aspect in your life, every Christian that don't have self-control always fall in victim. God bless you, evangelist, great man of God. God bless you. You are welcome. As we are learning, it's very, very important. Self-control is the biggest weapon to control or to kill Christians and destroy Christians. Many great men, many great prophets, many strong men have been fallen victim based on self-control. When you don't have self-control, you always put yourself in danger. Because if you don't have self-control in every aspect in your life, you'll be easier to be trapped. Because when someone wants to gain you in danger, he provokes you. And after the person provoked you, you just avail yourself for danger. So if you have self-control, hardly to be put into danger. It's like somebody wants to catch fish. You just throw small meat inside the water, and the fish will go around and quickly take it, because you don't have self-control. But if you have self-control, you cannot be trapped. Many men have been trapped, many women have been trapped, many businessmen have been trapped, many ministers have been trapped, all kind of people is always trapping by what? By self-control. You are all welcome. I'm giving stone. All of you are all welcome. God bless you. When you come to the live, please help me to share or invite. If possible, you do watch party. And so self-control, I repeat, self-control is the practice of controlling your behavior. It's a practice of controlling your behavior. It is a determination. You must determine to control yourself. Whatever happens, if you cannot control yourself, you're always exposed to danger. It's like you are traveling and you don't have self-control. Immediately you see anything at all, you want to just put ahead, you want to just overtake people, you want to show up, and you are always exposed to danger. And because of that is because of self-control, traffic control men to control themselves. That is why they put danger. ATTA, they put somewhere 60. The very surprised thing is sometimes you can see 120. Unexpectedly for some level, they just put 80, means slow down immediately. But if you don't have self-control, you always drive. I mean, you are exposed to danger in traveling. It is because when you see where danger or curve, sharp curve, you will not mind because you will trust yourself and you finally exposed to accident. So self-control is something that is very, very important. It's a behavior, it's a character that every Christian must practice. Jesus Christ was having self-control. No matter what question come, no matter what trouble come, Jesus never exposed to danger. He always tried to control himself. So that Bible says, and he draw out, he go out from Jerusalem, sometimes he go out from Galilee, sometimes he draw himself, sometimes because he was trying to put this as an example for us to have self-control. If you don't have self-control, you cannot be a leader, because every leader will face challenges, and people that you are going to face, you'll be in trouble because you speak anyhow and you put people in danger. You cannot be a director. You cannot be a good leader. Whatever happens, sometimes you need to calm down, accept yourself. You might be wrong, you might be right, but sometimes you need to still accept some defeat and take another missions and measures. If you don't have self-control, you cannot use any strategy to control system. So self-control is part of a leadership behavior, is part of a good character or a good behavior which we need to treat, so that it is always reasonable. Self-control make you reasonable. You always have you always be a person of reasonable. Some people, they are not reasonable, not that they are not reasonable, because they don't have self-control. When things happen and it go against them, they quickly respond or they quickly come out, and in that aspect, they will not be able to come out reasonable. So if something happened between you and someone, next thing you need to do is you must have patience, control yourself, think of it, accept it, and see how are you coming to come out in a way that will be better. But a lot of people don't have self-control. That is killing many Christians, and that is why we are falling in victim. That is why things are going wrong against us. That is how Satan, get chance in us. Satan gained Christians on the ground just because of self-control. Self-control leaded man to danger. It exposes you. It's like police have control you by the road, and they suspect maybe you are driving under drugs or alcoholism or something else they don't know. First thing they do is police will first provoke you with unnecessary questions. If you are somebody that you have not drunk, you will control yourself, watching at them, giving them very soft answer. But if you have been drunk, first thing they ask you, you have drunk. If you have drunk, you will be provoked. But if you have not drunk and somebody says you have drunk, first thing you say, no, I don't know how to drink. Then they will begin to ask you, why do you do this? From there, you see that the police themselves will expose themselves for you to be able to defend yourself well. But if you have drunk, you have taken alcohol, or you have taken anything that exposes you, you will quickly do what provoke. So, best thing for a Christian not to expose to danger, best thing for a Christian to cover yourself, put yourself where, is self-control. You are a woman, you need self-control in your marriage. You are a man, you need self-control in your marriage. You are a pastor, you need self-control in your leadership. Maybe you are director, or maybe you are a director in your company, you need self-control. Maybe you are marketing manager, you need self-control, because people will come out with things the way they don't have to return it, but with self-control. Look, somebody that have self-control, they are people that make very good business, because sometimes things will come to the way that if you didn't take care, you will be provoked and come out in a different thing. But if you have self-control, no matter how someone approach you wrongly in your marketing or in the business aspect, you'll be able to teach the person, to correct the person, to put the person into right, and open the eyes of the person. From there, the person becomes very good customer to you, because you have time for everybody that comes to you. So let's go to quotation. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 15 and 16. Please, if you are on board, help me to share. If you have something to say, if you want to give contribution or question, if you ask me to, invite you, I will invite you. I'm very interested in questions, also in contribution. That is studies. That is one of my spiritual profession also. So if you have any question on what, but the question should be on what we are studying, in order that we can also be in the same equipped to put things forward. So if you have question, you can just send me the question, or you can also ask me to call you. I will call you and you put contribution or question. That is very good. First Peter chapter 3 verse 15 and 16. First Peter 3, 15 and 16. First Peter chapter 3, 15 said, but sanctify the Lord thy God in your heart, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Now, he's telling you something here. Sanctify the Lord in your heart means don't be provoked. Oh man of God, God bless you, evangelist. You give yourself peace. A lot of people will quickly provoke. So Bible said, sanctify the Lord in your heart, and be ready always to give an answer. Self-control means preparing yourself to give a simple answer. Self-control means preparing yourself to take a simple instruction. Oh, Mr. Martin, God bless you. You are welcome. God bless you. You are all welcome. Please help me to share and invite. Humble yourself, prepare yourself, and give reasonable answer in Christ. So if somebody asks you something in Christianity and you don't have answer, you don't need to turn it to fight. You need to find very simple and soft answer for your faith, of your faith. Why are you Christian? What make you Christians? Christians are fools. Why do you have to pay tithe? Why do you have to give money to pastor? Just simple as you are giving that in support of the ministry. You don't need to fight on it. But Paul said, as for we Christians, we don't argue. So the best thing for you to control yourself in the religious aspect is not recognize insults or disrespectful questions, but find means to give reasonable answer to anybody that asks you a question about your faith, about your confidence, about your hope. But many Christians don't have that time. They will start to insult, they will start to answer, they will start to fight, they will start to condemning people, they will start to accusing people, and that is giving us problems. So to have self-control is sanctify the Lord in your heart, means forgive everybody, and ignorant unnecessary practices or behavior or speech. Bible says soft speech bring everything down. No matter how someone is on you, immediately you just give soft speech, means you answer with reasonable answer. No matter how your husband is annoyed or angry with you, if you're able to answer your husband very soft and simple, no matter how provocation that is going on, your husband will reason with you. No matter how your wife don't respect, no matter how your wife don't respect, if something happened and you answer your wife with very simple answer, everything will come down. No matter what, if you want your wife to come down for you, learn to answer questions simple and soft. If you want your husband to love you and come down, stop mistreating you or stop abusing you, learn to answer questions simple and short. That will bring that relationship. If your boss or your director or your supervisor is on your neck, just come down, answer him soft and simple, control yourself. But if you follow somebody's voices, you know the painful thing. There are a lot of people, they say things that they don't do. That is the problem that many people are facing in their life. They say things which they don't do. Somebody will say, I will stop that job. I can't take it. But when you go to where he is working, he take more than that. So woman will tell you that no, as for that, I can't take it. No, I can't. But when you go close to her and her husband, he's taking less than that. So take it, calm down, and then be given soft answer. It's very, very important, with meekness and humbleness. And then verse 16 said, having a good conscience, that where they speak evil of you as of evildoer, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Christ. Very simple. No matter what people talk evil about you, no matter how people accuse you, no matter how people provoke you, the best thing and the simple thing is this: give simple answers. Don't drag things, don't argue things. And Bible said, by your good behavior of humbleness, that is what verse 6 was talking of. It said, reason of hope that is in you with meekness and fear. With meekness. No matter how people saying things or blackmailing you or accusing you or insulting you, if you be able to give very simple answer and control yourself with humbleness, at the end of the day, they will one time confess that, no, as for this man, as for Evangelist Kwesi, I know him of that. Yes, I know in America, I know him about that. As for Evangelist Kwesi, I know him of that. He will not do that. So don't let painful, it's painful behavior or painful attitude cause a lot of people to act wrong. That is why the verse 16 started as sanctify the Lord. 15 was saying that sanctify the Lord in your heart. Sometimes you need to forgive and just ignorant things and forget the act of the enemy. But if you make pain, if you allow pain to dwell in you, no matter what you do, you can't control yourself. And so it is very, very important. Self-control or temperance give you more, capacity to control pains from your heart. Because if you don't have self-control, if you don't have patience, oh, God bless you. Patience, you need patience. Yeah, it's very important. If you don't have patience, if you don't have self-control, if you don't have temperance, you always, entertain yourself with pains. And as much as pains is living in you, dwelling in you, you cannot control yourself. You always avail yourself or expose yourself to wrong behavior. A lot of people say things, do things, act in a way, at the end of the day they regret. It's not so. So for you not to do so, the best thing is get control yourself. Sometimes withdraw yourself from some issues. Sometimes you need to withdraw. Sometimes you don't need to always be the winner. There are some arguments you are right, but when it turns into violent or it turns into insult or argue, just cut it off, withdraw yourself. Calm down and just ignore those things so that you'll be able always to remain at the right position as a Christian. Now let's look at that same 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9 and 10. 1 Peter chapter 2 9 and 10. 1 Peter chapter 2 9 and 10 says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, as an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. He's talking of royalty. So, if you are a Christian, you must have patience, you must have temperance, you must have self-control. That shows the royal, that is the royal behavior. No royal insult. Royals don't provoke, don't anoint anyhow in public. We are humans. Everybody have his own character or own behavior. That is why we are studying this, and you look at an area which doesn't help you and you withdraw from that, or you try to find means out of that. But the best thing for you to have self-control is to avoid the presence of wrong acts. When something is getting you out, just go out from there. Just go out of there. And so you need to prove yourself as a royal, as a priest. Be a Christian, your position is you are a priest. You don't need to insult. Everybody can insult, everybody can accuse, everybody can condemn. But if president accuse, it got bearer. If president accuse, insult, So consider yourself as being a Christian, consider yourself, you are a royal. You are very important. You are a queen. You are a king. If you understand yourself that you are a king or you are a queen, you'll be able to maintain yourself or control yourself. So if you, it's true that some people will make you grow mad. Thank you for your distance. Some people will grow you mad. But one thing is this: always avoid those who grow you mad. Know the act of the Satan. Some of the people, they have been sent purposely for a responsibility. So if you find out such kind of people, one thing, that is why you control yourself. You just calm down. Avoid it. Listen, if you are somebody that you always have sharp temper or quick temper and things is about to overtake you, go out from there. Yeah, you are a man and your husband is... What is that? Yeah, I have it here. Sometimes some things police will do will make you mad and do. Sometimes that's not right for us Christians. Yeah, that is not right for us Christians. That is what I'm saying. Sometimes some people will make you grow mad. They will enforce your feelings or they touch your feelings. But such kind of people, acknowledge the act of the Satan. Acknowledge the act. Remember that Jesus was working with 12, but there is one that was standing as a pillar of a destroyer. It doesn't matter whom the person is. Satan can use anybody at all to provoke your feelings. Very painful. But one thing, I'm giving you strategy of self-control. First, if you are a brother, you are a man, friend is about to touch you, to provoke you, go away from there. That is my personal advice. Wife is provoking you to a level that you can't take it, just go out for a moment. Husband is provoking you in a way that maybe you can't take it, enter sleep a moment, just take rest. I'm somebody that I have quick temper, I'm very sharp and I'm very cause trouble and can take carols. But what helped me is this: if I found out your voice is going into my heart, I don't answer questions anymore. If you say, I say, let's forget it. If I'm talking to even my wife to a level that I found out that is going wrong, what thing I do is I don't go out, but I say, okay, let's put it here. Let's just end up here. We continue. Let's just not continue about this time. We take it another time. Maybe you don't want to go out. You want to stay home. Your children are watching at you. How you conclude matters when it's catching fire. So if you are about to catch fire, go out from there or end up, or just be silent. It's very, very important. You are a woman. Sometimes Bible says a woman should not talk. Not that the woman should not talk. You are dumb. No, you will talk. But when things are going some level, don't answer back. Sometimes they ask Jesus, "Are you?" Speak to us. Tell us. We want to know whether you are the Son of God. I have power to release you. Bible says Jesus did not speak out. He did not say anything. And they pressed Jesus for him to say, yes, I said I am the Son of God. Did Jesus speak? He had power to speak. He had right to speak. And it's true, he is the Son of God. But he did not answer. He finally said, it's you saying it. It's you saying it. So, self-control needed a man to have that strategy. Please, we are learning. If you have questions, you send it. If you have contribution, if you want to come online, there is no problem. But our question and contributions should be based on what we are studying. Please help me to share and invite somebody. If possible, do watch party on your platform also, so that people can join you on your platform to also study. It's very, very important. Now, and so one thing you need to do is have self-control, and that will help you to do whatever you want to do. Verse 9. And so you are a royal. You are a light to the people. People is looking up to you. People is looking up to you. Whatever you are, maybe you are a woman, maybe you are a man. You don't know someone is looking up to you. Someone is telling you. Someone like to be like you. Someone use you as an example to people. But many of us, we don't look at it like that. Some of us, we don't look at it like that. We don't consider that people is looking up to us. It doesn't matter you have married or you have not married. It doesn't matter your beauty or your handsomeship. It matters the way you do things. It makes some people respect you, but they can't speak out, or they will not say it in your presence. But afterward, they will say, no, as for that sister, I like the way she do things. As for that brother, I like the way he do things. Verse 10, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which have not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. So we were people that was not good. We were not better. But now that we have become Christians, now that we have become men of God, now that we have become women of God, now that we have become children of God, we need to, try to put such practices in our life. We need to get self-control, absolute self-control. You need to control yourself. Painful things. Everybody at all will do some things. But when you do that, because they look up to you, they say, but you see, you call yourself a Christian. You call yourself a child of God. Sometimes I have been with Arab for some times, and mostly when they provoke me to a level and I become annoyed, they say, but are you not saying you are a child of God? You child of God fat? You said you are son of God. The children of God fight. Some of them will come and say, calm down. No. But you say you are a Christian. Do Christians fight? And they are not a Christians, but they have got that idea that is what we say we are. So let's calm down in time like that. But a lot of Christians, to calm them down is very tough. They will tell you, go and ask. You know whom I am. Go and ask. I will show you. I will let you know whom you are. No, when you become a Christian, you are a priest. You don't need to confirm the former things as part of you anymore, but you rather prove to people whom you are. And God is watching at whatever we do and wherever we be. God is watching us. So patience is very, very important. We learn to be patient. We learn to be temperance. We learn to be self-control. That is helping me and you. And that proves whom we are. If you don't have self-control, if you don't have temperance, if you don't have, set kind of temperance, if you don't have it, you always expose yourself to danger. Somebody is asking, I have quick temper. So I need, Bishop Asamoah, God bless you, man of God. Bishop, you are welcome. I have quick temper. So I need a prayer. So please remember me in prayer. Please, let me face the fact here. I need prayer than you. I have quick temper than you. Imagine I have been in Libya over 10 years, and let's say 10 years. I've been fighting at the street because Arabs are not people that you can live quiet with them. And I was there at my childhood. I struggled a lot. I have been in Morocco. Imagine Takadum Sofia, I have been in that area. You know what thing you have to do. One thing you need to do is recognize the voice of your enemy. Anytime that you find someone is troubling you, sometimes it's the time that you are going to have a divine visitation. Anytime you find someone troubling you, it is a time that mostly you are getting encounter with God. Anytime you find someone troubling you, remember it's the voice of the Satan that is trying to keep you out of your grace. That is why I said, if you have quick temper, learn to go out from where trouble is coming out. Look at bees. You know bees would make honey. If you spray water on bees, they will go out immediately from where they are. But immediately you stop the water, they will come. Many people don't know. The most stronger weapon over bees is water. I have been working on some companies and we fight bees also when it comes critical. The best thing is for you to go out from, God bless you, from Canada, God bless you. For you to control your quick temper, I'm giving you 3 positions. Maybe you are working with a friend that you can't just close relationship. But sometimes everything he do goes provoke you. Learn how to cut conversation or cut off from conversation. Don't cut off from relationship. Cut off from conversation. Learn how to end up conversation. Learn how to change topic also. If topic is reason and is provoking you, either you change it or you don't even contribute. 2, go out from the presence of a trouble. When you find out that you are provoking, run away. Bible said, run away from fornication, run away from sin. So it's better if somebody is provoking you or something provoking is going on in your life, go away. I tell you, first thing, if it is your working place, don't answer back. First thing is, that is what I learned from Jesus Christ. Jesus did not answer provoking. Jesus did not answer provoking questions. That is why they were beating Paul, because Paul was trying every time to defend himself and explain things into details, and they provoked people to beat him. Well, it's an admission work. But one thing I want to tell you this. Sister Cha, welcome, God bless you. One thing I want to tell you is this. We are learning the practical things. This have nothing to do with spiritual things. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes when I become annoyed, when I grew annoyed, all my body will be shaking as if. And imagine I'm not TikTok. Everybody at all, even women can beat me, but I don't care who can beat me. I care for the fighting to go on. Sometimes when I break out fight in Libya, even police come and look at it and go back because they know that this will end up with bloodshed. So when provocation or you have a quick temper, you don't need to pray. What you need to do is take simple instruction. Don't answer back foolish questions. There are some people, they will ask you some foolish questions. Don't answer back. Number 2, if privilege, if you have means or if you have chance, go away from where you have been provoking. Just go away and come back. Number 3, if it is matter of home, maybe it could be your father, it could be your mother, go and sleep. Just go and sleep and relax. Just go and do a sleep and relax. Number 3, if you are a husband and it's too hot, go out for a moment. That is what we call self-control. You are a human being. You can't do away from it. That is the nature. It has also good impact in your life. Sometimes you don't need to have self-control on something. There are some things you need to shut them quickly. It's part of Christian life. And so, if you are a woman, just keep quiet. If possible, go and sleep. If something go against me and it's provoking me a lot, one thing I do is I just go and force myself to sleep and ignorant it. Before I wake up from sleep, I take different ideas, what I want to do. I just ignorant it. So self-control. If you're a woman, don't answer back. Number 1. Number 2, go and sleep. If you're a man, don't answer back. If possible, go away from there. Bishop Michael, God bless you. You are all welcome. So please, if you have any question you ask, we still needed to go through. I face the fact, not scripture. That make many Christians don't grow. We are treating self-control and temperance. It's very, very important. This make you a mature. If you don't have self-control, if you don't have temperance, please, your leadership will always jam with trouble. Yeah, I like Mr. Nana. I like your question. You see, some of them, even if you try to ignorant them, they will still bother you. That is good. That is a good question. You know something. There is means to deal with the spiritual contaminations. There are some things like this. You just ignorant them. You just forget them. If you try to sharp them, it will become fight. It will become trouble, and you can't control it. So one thing I'm still insisting is this. He could be a good friend. He could be a good friend. But remember, sometimes they told Jesus, wouldn't you go? You're still waiting at home. People are waiting you. But what Jesus said is not your time. It's not your business. And it's not my time. Do things the way that will help you. Do things the way that will help you. So for me to go and fight, sometimes if I see things is going hot, first thing is I live there. I will not entertain there. I will not waste that, no matter, even if you are giving me gold, diamond, and I found out that I'm provoking, I will leave there immediately. I will leave there and go. I will go and come back. Look, you can't dictate for lion. If lion need to catch animal here, go and bring all beasts on earth to encamp around that animal. Lion will catch. Bible says, lion do not turn back for nothing. Lion do not turn back for nothing. According to the book of Ecclesiastes, it says, lion do not turn back for nothing. Before lion turn back, it's not good. It's not good. Lion will turn back and take another direction to that direction. So lion do not turn back for nothing. That is some of the reason. So if someone provoking you, that's why I'm giving instances. Whether it's friend, cut off the conversation, change the topic, or don't speak out. Maybe you are living with a group and that person always provoking you. When they start anything, stop talking. Don't answer. Don't contribute. Someone will learn, look at it and find out that no, this is too much. Don't answer. Don't. There are a lot of people, they are falling victim in media because when they go and sit on media for an interview, they just provoke them, ask them some sharp questions, and before you find out that the person has messed up, things that you don't have to say, you have just said it. But let it be your habit to tell somebody that this answer or this question will not help the situation, so I don't compromise. Go out, go and sleep. Don't contribute or don't answer. The best thing to have self-control or temperance. No matter how the person can do that, at the end of the day, he will still ashamed. And God also intervene when things go on like that. Sometimes God intervene. Only one thing you can pray is, you can call God and say, God, look at what is going on. Fight the battle for me. Yeah, that one you can pray to God to take, aggressive action. Yeah, even though, that is, most of them are enemy of progress. It's true. So, to deal with enemy in progress is not to answer them, ignorant them. And when they find out that you have noticed them on that, you know that they stop. They confess also. There are some people, when they provoke you, they worry you, they accuse you, they do all things, and you find means to escape them. At the end of the day, they confess. At the end of the day, they are ashamed. It could be your husband, at the end of the day, he will confess. It could be your wife, at the end of the day, he will confess. It could be your friend, at the end of the day, they confess. It could be even your father or your mother or your brother, at the end of the day, they confess. So there are some things, that is what the Bible said, leave the battle for the Lord. There are some things, it have spiritual background, but when it have like that, learn to just leave it for God. Sometimes you need to ask God that, God, take in charge of this issue. It's too much. Whomsoever that is working in that person, Father, expose that person. One day the person will confess that I don't know even why I do that. And from there you have won the victory. And so let's go to part 2. If someone has question on number 2. The temperance leads us from temptation. Temperance leads us from where? From temptation. James 1, 13 to 15. The book of James chapter 1, 13 to 15. The book of James, chapter 1, 13 to 15. James, temperance. Wait for me. Wait. So temperance. Let's take this first. Temperance temperance or temperance is sources to maintain dignity. First point, please. Let's put this. Temperance is dignity is sources to maintain dignity. It's sources to maintain what? Dignity. Self-control is sources to maintain dignity. So just let's take first of all. Let's take from Genesis. From Genesis chapter 49, 1 to 12. It's lead to dignity. Genesis chapter 49, 1 to 12. Genesis chapter 49, 1 to 12. Before we come James 9, 15. Now, he said temperance or self-control. Temperance or self-control is sources to maintain dignity. When you have temperance or you have self-control, it leads you to dignity. It leads us to what? It leads us to dignity. Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. There is something happens there. People who don't have temperance to learn this, very, very, very important. Genesis chapter 49. The book of Genesis chapter 49 from 1. It's very, very important quotation from here. God bless you. Please, wherever you are, help me to share. We are studying something that is very, very important. Help me to share. And if you can do watch party, you do watch party. Also to invite the people on your platform. The book of Genesis chapter 49 is very, very important about temperance. Temperance is sources to maintain dignity. If you don't have temperance, you can't maintain dignity. You will be provoked on one or other issue. If you provoke you to disgrace yourself, it will provoke you to put yourself into shame when you don't have temperance. We are going to learn 3 or 4 things on this particular Genesis chapter 49, verse 1 to 12. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourself together, that I may tell you that what shall befall you in the last days. When you don't have temperance, the result of people that don't have self-control and temperance, be very, very careful. If you don't have patience, if you don't have temperance, if you don't have self-control, listen to this, very, very, very important. Whether you be man or woman, or you be businessman or intellectual, in every aspect in your life, you need self-control. Gather yourself, verse 2, Genesis chapter 49, verse 2 says, Gather yourself together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hear unto Israel your father. Number 3, listen to. Robin, thou art my firstborn, my mighty, and beginning of my strength, an excellency of dignity, and excellency in power. Look, that the weapon of temperance is a weapon that destroyed these people. Temperance is a weapon that destroyed these people. Look, people that have a gift of mightyship, people that do great and mighty things. Like, look at what happened to a lot of great people. Temperance, self-control, bring Samson down. Self-control destroys Samson because he couldn't control himself. Now, you are mighty, the beginning of the strength. The beginning of the strength. You are a person, you are a hustler. Means you are not a lazy. You are not a lazy. In the excellence of dignity, there are some people you hate to do evil things. There are some women, they are their dignity. They don't want rough behaviors. There are some guys, they are dignity people. They don't involve themselves in doing some unnecessary things. They don't defile themselves anyhow. Not that they don't have power to do so. And excellency in power, there are some people, they are great people. What they will do, you can't do it. If you are a kind of person like that, you are a person of destiny. You are a person of greatness. You always think of big things. You have a big vision. You are a person of dignity. God bless you. Man of God, God bless you, Apostle. You are all welcome. God bless you. We are learning self-control. I'm giving this. If you are a person of strength, means you are a person that you are not lazy. You are a hustler. No matter, you don't afraid of stress and problem. Whatever happens, you stand because you are a person of dignity. You fight for yourself. You don't give them to trouble. If you are a person of vision, you are a visioneer. You have vision. You think big things. If you are an excellent person, when you speak with wisdom and knowledge. People look up to you. Nobody can look you down. Anybody that meets you, always respect the kind of person you are. Listen to your weapon. This is very strong weapon that destroys this kind of people. A people of dignity. A woman of dignity. A people of vision. Strike people of hustlers. People that don't give them to laziness and weaknesses. People that always confirm themselves to do right thing. Now, verse 4. Unstable as water. First thing. Unstable as water. You know why? Because of self-control. When you see this one do this, I want to do that. When you see this one doing this, no, I'm supposed to. You don't have self-control. You always want to make it no matter how. You wave of mind. And Bible said, no one should think he can receive anything from God when you have double-minded. It is self-control that causes double-minded. It's self-control. When you don't have self-control, you always have double-minded, because when you see someone using this white car, you say, no, I'm supposed to use this white car, blue, black. No, why I buy this color? Why? You always want to take something different. What you have the same thing also. You don't have self-control. You see white lady, you are dying. You see black lady, you are dying. You see top lady, you are dying. You see slim lady, you are dying. You see, you are dying for anything at all. You must have self-control and make your mind yes, yes, no, no. When you have double-minded, you don't excel. You don't go forward. You don't improve. Thou shalt not excel, because thou went up to thy father's bed, then defiled thou it. He went up unto my coach. A man of indignity. Robin were not able to control himself when he found his father is old and have very young, nice, beautiful lady. He couldn't control himself. He was man of mighty, a man of excellency, a man of dignity. But what happened? He didn't control himself. His father said, you will not excel, you will not prosper. Have you heard Reuben in Israel? You will not prosper, you will not succeed, because you have double-minded. Maybe you are a woman, very beautiful lady. You see, if the man come to me, if you can satisfy your husband, he will not come to me. Hey, sister. If you go and look at this old man, go and marry this young girl. If you can't do anything, what do you do? Why you go and marry if you can't do? Is it that you are trouble? Are you responsible to satisfy somebody's wife? Are you responsible to satisfy somebody's husband? If somebody don't want to sleep with her husband, are you the one to go and sleep with? Because of what you make, you don't know tomorrow, and that have caused many women to mess up. Because you go and born bastard the way you never expect to do. Self-control. Many people cannot control themselves. Bible said, even though the master wife, 45 wife fall on Joseph, Joseph supposed to take that action. He's supposed to enjoy that lady and maintain the position. He is already in position. But look at one thing. Joseph just find means to escape. Please, if you don't have self-control, you always fall in victim. Here is where many pastors are falling. Here is where many men of God are falling. Here is where many Christian brethren are falling. Many people are dying on this self-control, because a lot of things are happening in different countries. A lot of people are being murdered, are being killed because you went to somebody's house and the man put you in charge, leave you. At the end of the day, you sleep with the wife of that person. Many people have been shooting and killing secretly when nobody is able to approach the cases in foreign countries. You go to Arab country, go and sleep with Arab woman while the husband is alive. If the husband found out and kill you, what are you doing? A lot of people go to great homes and they fall in victim. A lot of people get good chances and they fall in the victim of the wife or of the daughter. Imagine somebody who have just employed you as a driver, and the man keeps every top secret with you, and the man become close to you. No, the man have got confidence in you. At the end of the day, you just sleep with the wife, and the man say, okay, it's enough. I won't do anything with you. Just go your way. Remember where you come from and how life is, and that caused many people to fall in victim. A woman have accepted you at home, doing best to assist you, to help you, and you have a good chance to make life. At the end of the day, you're just beginning to sleep with the husband, and the man found out, and the lady found out, this is what is going on. Thank you for snatching my husband. Please, I will cooperate my husband. Go away from here. What have you done? Please, self-control destroy the future of Robin. Robin, the father know the kind of person he is. He's a man of excellence, a man of strength, a man of power, a man of dignity. But self-control was a weapon to bring him down. He's supposed to succeed Jacob totally, but he couldn't. He lost that self-control, and because he couldn't do that, he have lost everything. Please, let's learn to have self-control. You know why? It's not easy actually. Sometimes you can see some slim lady and your body will suppose this is my wife. Sometimes you sleep some woman with back boot. Whoa. Please, sharp curve. Please, sharp curve. Straight, no. Not every time direct. That is why if you make road, you see that they have some sharp curve. Why? Because the front is not good. So if you are a man, you are walking on the street, a lady has passed you. How should a lady pass you? Means there is something wrong. And a lady has passed you, and bush is too much. Next junction, take direction, please. You can see another tall lady walking like snake in front of you. Please take other side and take pivot and pass quickly. You are a man, you are a woman, you see some guys, they just chest out their chest and open their bottoms and chesting up. Please just catch up the conversation. Say, sir, quickly, I will still talk back and leave that man. Please, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of attraction that is going on in our life here. A lot of people will try to attract you. Actions speak louder than words. So when you find out some action that don't help your situation, try to go away from it. Try to escape it. So Robin could not control himself in sexual affairs, and that brings Robin down. Look, if you have a relationship with a woman or a man, and whomsoever, oh, God bless you, uncle, you are welcome. If you have a relationship with somebody and your heart tells you that you are falling in victim, one thing you needed, try to find means to bring a big gap. But you know, wrong thing that people are doing, we make ourselves so spiritual, which we are not, is not true. Which is not true. So one thing we need to do is, let's acknowledge our weak aspect of life and find means to escape from there. So because of sexual intercourse, Robin lost a great privilege in his life. He lost it. He couldn't maintain the dignity. He couldn't maintain the position. Self-control. Self-control. Because of self-control, Jacob took the birthright because of hunger, because of what you eat. If you didn't take care because of what you eat, you just defile yourself, or you put yourself in trouble, or you join a society, or you join in a community. Situation can come in a way that you can't take it, but yet you need to wait upon the Lord. Job said, and I know at the end my Redeemer shall speak. My sister, no matter what happened, you will get a right husband that will love you and like you and reason with you. No matter how life goes, no matter how age goes, marriage is not about the age. It's about love and reason. You can meet a man that will reason with you, a man that will love you and reason with you, a man of dignity. But if you say, hey, this boy have got this person from here, this person have got this man from here, please, Just take time. Everything have its own time. Sometimes there are something we need to ask God to see us through. But if you see how people are going, jumping up and down, a lot of people have mixed chances. A lot of people have, lost privilege and chances in their life because of they couldn't control themselves when to control themselves. They couldn't say to yes when they're supposed to say yes. They couldn't say to no when they're supposed to say no. Joseph ran away, and God looked at it and positioned him at the right position. Self-control is very, very important. So, I'm trying to give you this. Studies is very, very important. So he said, then defiled thou it and went up to my coach. Robin sleep with the father wife. Please, sister, brother, whatever you are, control yourself from sexual immoral. I won't be able to speak about the spiritual aspect, but let me break it short to you. There is no foolish woman and there is no cheap woman. There is no foolish man and there is no cheap man. Listen, every man that say woman is cheap is very useless man. Every man that say woman is cheap, woman is useless, is a person of not dignity. He's a person of not vision. He's a person of not destiny. Every man of a destiny reason wisely of woman. Who told you woman is cheap? Woman is not cheap at all. When woman need you and gain you, you say he's cheap. A lot of people have just encountered with a woman with pregnancy, and they say it's not me, it's not me. Oh, it's only Ghana that can you say it's not me. If you go and do, a lot of Ghanaians are in prisons in different countries. When they say it's not me, I know nothing about it. Have you slept with her? At the end of the day, you say yes. Then you deny it's not you. It's who? It's his father. They take you to prison and keep you for a reason. But this happened in Niger, Mali. So many countries that Ghanaians, or even we are saying blacks, but when you go and commit such kind of things, you fall in trouble. You put yourself in trouble. So be careful. Any woman that say men are fools, men are cheap, end up with prostitution. No woman that have vision, no woman of a destiny will be able to open his mouth and say men are cheap, men are fools. Be careful. Any woman that reasons that, if you are a woman and you have friend that open her mouth and say men are cheap, men are fools, be very careful kind of person he is. He will lead you to very serious problem. Whatever you are, I'm telling you, a lot of people are in prison of raping because you thought the lady that come close to you is just a person that you can take advantage. Yes, you take advantage. At the end of the day, when you call police, you'll be in 30 years. They are not racist. It is because we are not being trained well at home. They are not racist. It's not because we are not being trained well at home. Nobody is above the law. So don't think because you come from Africa and you come and rape woman in Europe, because at Ghana or in Africa, when you rape woman, they just die the case. Here, you go 35 good years. I know a lot of people are in prison because they think they take advantage. In Ghana, you just send child to go and buy something, and you see that child have nobody to assist that child. So you say, put the water, put the food inside the room for me. You go on that lady, and the whole house will be quiet, and you rape that lady, that child or that girl. You rape her, go your way, and it's free. You come and meet law in Europe. A lot of people that have been doing that in Africa are in prison because when they come here and meet women, they thought they can rape them. They thought they can use them. That have destroyed many intellectual people. A lot of intellectuals have been paying a lot of money because of sexual intercourse. Please, get self-control. Get temperance. Robin could not control himself, and look at what happened to him. Now, let's go to verse 5. Simon and Levi, thou art instruments of cure, in their habitation. O my soul, come not down unto the secret, unto their assembly. Mine honor, be not thou united, for in their anger they seal a man, and in their self-will they dig down a well. Cursed be their anger, for it was freeze, and their wrath, for it was cure. I will divide them in the Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Bible says Simon and his brother do something. Simon and Louis did something, and the Spirit of God came to Jacob and said, look, God will not join you, and you'll be scattered in the land of Israel. Why? Because their sister Dinah went out to the town, and Bible said the son of the king saw the lady that was beautiful. Many Christian women, I'm advising you, you go to party which you don't know anybody. You follow people to the worldly programs, and at the end of the day, many girls have been raping by giving them alcohol or any means of dubious way and rape them. People involve themselves at where they don't have to be. If you are a Christian lady, don't involve yourself that people doing them. Don't involve yourself at where you don't belong to. This lady go out, and when he go out, the son of the king saw the lady and said, wow. And Bible said he couldn't control himself. He took the lady at home and have an affair with him. And when Jacob heard it, it pains him. And so the father of that king of the land came and said, please, my son have done something wrong. I come and apologize. And also I know your law that this will affect the future of the lady. Give her in marriage to my son. And so Jacob was very taking it very tough, and said, okay, before you married my family, I have covenant with God. I'm a man of covenant. You need to circumcise both you and your children in the people in the land, so that you can marry us and we can marry you. Jacob was seeking for peaceful life, but the Simon and Levi wait when they found out that they have agreed to circumcise. And look, if every damage get pain from the 3 days, if you get any damage to your body, first day it pains, no. Second day it pains, no too much. But third day is where the pains, top pains started in every nature of damage, even in operation or in any kind of damage or any kind of incident. Third day it beginning to smell because you're beginning to stink, and because the pains will grow tough also. So when Levi and Simon found out that the third day, Bible said they took up their knife, go into the town and kill all the men, all men in that town. They killed all of them. And then Jacob came out and said, oh, what have you done? Before Jacob came out from farm, his sons have committed such a crime. And he said, what then should I do? If the people in the land saw these things, do you think they are going to treat me fair? We need to escape. Take your goods and let us run from here. Meanwhile, Jacob have the time that I have been troubled, I have been hustled. Now that God have given me peace, let me settle in this land and see how God is going to do with my children or with my family. Now you have come and commit crime here. Where am I going? I have deceived my senior brother and escaped. I don't know what is in his mind. I can't go close to him. He was one intent to kill me based on my own behavior. Now that I have repented and I decided that we have to live peacefully with people, look at what we have done. Then he said, because of this, you'll be scattered. Look, practically, if you see any family that are so cantankerous, there are some family, if you touch one, all of them will come like bees, come and fight with you. That family always remain with poverty. People don't marry from that family. They can't do any business. They can't involve with people because God scattered them. They insult any kind of person. It doesn't matter you are a president. It doesn't matter you are prime minister. It doesn't matter you are the chief or in that village. It doesn't matter you are even angel to their life. They will insult you. They put that into their marriage and they sack them from marriage. They put them into their business and people rejected them because they believe themselves to be a people of trouble. They don't care for trouble. So cantankerism and troublesome makers are always suffering in poverty. They every day cry because they will go and fight and at the end of the day and apologize because they are not right. Temperance, self-control, patience. You need to avoid making trouble. Always listen whenever you become annoyed, because I'm in character. I was once in character of that. Whenever you become annoyed, your head freezes, that's it. But you still hear a voice that tell you to calm down. You still hear a voice that advise you to calm down. You still hear a voice that, encouraging you to keep away from that. But yet, there is voice that is provoking your spirit. That is why the Bible says, be thou silent in your bed. So that you think and you imagine how you retaliate. And you get it perfectly. And you go and do it. That caused many people to cause crime. A lot of people cause crime. It is because of unforgiveness. If you are not a person of forgiveness, you will take it hardly to control yourself. Learn to forgive. Sanctify the Lord in your heart. Tell God that for the Christ's sake I forgive, and then let it go. Leave some matters to God. There are some things when it happens into you, God also retaliates. Bible says, I'm God of avenger. I'm God of avenger. Sometimes Bible says your battle is always before me. Your battle is before me. So sometimes why don't you leave some issue for God? They go and fight because they are people of troublemaker. They fight. They know how to fight. They know how to fight, and they are good in fight, and they don't fear trouble. They don't care who can beat them. They don't care who can destroy them. There are some women, they don't care how much you beat them. There are some men, they don't care who can beat them. But you know one thing, you need self-control. And when you get self-control, you'll be able to live with all kinds of men. You'll be able to live with all kinds of women. You'll be able to live in all kinds of business. There are some people don't buy from them because even when you go, the way they speak to you, when anything comes, the way they insult. There are some people, it doesn't matter when person don't have a respect. When some people, when they have not been trained home, they have not been trained home. Yeah, Nana said, especially in abroad, when you a white person call you black person, black monkey. Yeah, there are also black monkey and there are also white monkeys. What do you worry about it? There are black monkeys and there are white monkeys. What do you worry about it? There are black pig and there are white pig. What do you cry about it? Forget about it. You know one thing, let me tell you something. I've been facing so many races. If we talk of races in Spain, it's tough. But you know one thing, Spanish are the most friendly people in Europe. No, I'm telling you the truth. Spanish are most friendly people in Europe. But there are some dangerous racist people also in Spain. There are some dangerous. There are some things, when you get patient, God will hand them over to you. I'm telling you some things you might not. Look, I got job at Seat as a forklift operator. I have forklift licenses. Can you imagine some group of people said they will not allow me to use forklift to take or lift container from their truck because I'm black? I didn't take care. I didn't care for what they were doing. I just ignored them doing my work. You know what happened? They changed time. By 3 months time, they changed time. And that they changed time on Saturday. And the workers took advantage that they didn't know it and they came late. And I was the only person that was on board. They came and begged me. I did not worry myself because you don't need black to use forklift to take container from your truck. I don't report to any. I was friend to the trade union head in Barcelona or in Spain, who was also head in the trade union over there. Suppose I report to this man, they will sack all of them because it shouldn't be happen over there. I said, racist. No. You know what happened? I didn't say anything. They came and do what? Begged me that day. And from there, they confessed and they said they are sorry. And from there, they never try it anymore. I leave that aspect. I do the work I do normal. When they bring their machines, I was there. And they found out that the bosses is also coming because it's blocking the whole line. They have to stop the robot machines from inside because the line, that the things, the container they're supposed to bring is not being cleaning, and nobody is easier to also, nobody is there. And when they come, the whole boss came to me and I said, well, I'm the only person here. And what I can do is to clean the small ones. And I was cleaning the small ones. And you know, most of these white people, they were coward. They were coward. They are afraid to even approach me. So they finally, when they saw the boss has come and I boldly speak with the boss and the boss go back, they found out that it's trouble. So they come and beg me, please, ATTA, please, we beg you. And I said, okay, what I do is, let me clean it. They say, look, you just take the machine. Just drop the things. We will clean it for you. We will clean it for you. We just pack it. Don't do anything, ATTA. We beg you, because this is very serious. So I took the forklift and I dropped the containers, and they quickly, you know, they choose to serve me. They choose to serve me that day. From there, they never try it again. There are some things when you leave it, they will still come to an end. There is time for everything. Yeah, it will be too late, but it will not be too late. You are alive. They do this for good 3 months, and I did not worry about it. And when, you know what happened? When the senior supervisor came and meet those people cleaning for me using the distance, you know, he was mocking them. He was laughing at them. And the next time one of them also who was not there come and try it, do you know what happened? The senior supervisor took strong warning on him, warned him strongly, and give him last warning that whenever it happens again, that is when I know there is black monkey and there is white monkey. Then he told them, look, you know what happened? He told them, he's black monkey, but last time, remember, you were white monkey jumping down there while he was in the machine. What kind of nonsense is it? That is the first day I learned that there's black monkey and there's white monkey. It will not be too late. There are some things when you get patience. Let me tell you second time. I went to second company working, and the supervisor don't want to see me at all, and I get holidays. When I came back, one of the bosses called me and said, don't go inside, wait here. I will transform you to international sector. Me? He said, yes, go and wait me. When I go, I said, why? He said, we see what the guy is doing. He's not treating you fair. He was not treating you fair. He was not treating you fair. You have been here, and we saw all what is going on. Now we will not allow you to go national. Come to international sector. So you are going to work in the international field. And so from there, he took the machine, he gave to me. He stand there and taught me how to operate it, because I'm going to work in the international sector. He just changed my position, and from there, you come and meet me. If you saw before the way I was working, and when he took me to international place, it's like I'm living at my house. Come on. When someone standing against you, just control yourself. Get patience. Allow God to work. There are some things when God is working. God bless you. You are welcome. God bless you, man of God. You know something? When God intervene issues, it makes so perfect than you intervene. You can fight them, you can struggle with them, you can insult them, but by doing so, you are also painting yourself on the walls. But sometimes there are some things you know that it also provokes some of them. It provokes some of them. One thing also, we are at fault. We don't like ourselves. When you see your brother black there, you try to look him down, and they take advantage of that one. So self-control is very, very important. And so Bible said, your anger is cured. So I'm coming to the practical aspect. So if you come from a family that you fight anyhow, if you touch one person in that family, the whole family will come and fight you. In the business, there are some people, they don't know how to talk. So when they stand in front of shop, at the end of the day, nobody even is coming there. Anything at all, they will just insult, they will break out with fight. And the people will wash their hands from you, buying from you. There are some people, if you go and buy things from them, the way even they talk to you, if something happened with you and them, the way they just acceptance. Mr. Nana Martin, God bless you. Look, let me tell you one thing. If you meet somebody that is racist, tribalism, these people don't know black or white. This man I was saying, if you come and he's treating white people, you will not, you will wonder how he treat them. So let me give you one experience. If you meet somebody that is racist, if you meet somebody that is tribalism, these people is an illiterate and carnality. Illiterate, it's illiteracy. It doesn't matter the school. It doesn't matter where he come from. Especially village people that practice that. So if you just focus on the way they treat black, the way they speak to black, there are some black too, the way they speak to people, the way they speak to you. There are some black, the way they treat you. Even in your own village, you can see some people believe themselves better than you. Meanwhile, they have nothing better than you. So please, if you based on that, you cannot live right with anybody at all. There are some white, not that they are racist, they are bad. The way they will deal with you, the same thing they will deal with any people close to them. So charity begins at home. So let's learn. For example, like US police killing and that. Mostly, if you find those people that are doing that, they are foreigners who have come to naturalize there. Mostly, because in the tough races as found in Spain are foreigners who have come to be born here, and they look themselves, they look their own people down. So when they meet you as a foreigner, they also look you down. You think they are racist, but at the end of the day, you find out they are not even true Spanish citizens. They were foreigners who came and born here. They were foreigners who came and born here. But mostly the true Spanish citizens, when you meet them, they don't talk anyhow. They sometimes, even they don't like you, but they will not make it open. But those that make it open, Latinos who have come here, Arabs who have come here, they are the most worst racist people. The way they will treat you. So if you didn't take patience to live with them, you will finally come to against them. But I have been with Spanish, important and great people. I'm living with politicians, with big, intellectuals. I'm working, that kind of people I relate to in Spain here, you think, you will not believe that I'm living with, or I'm working with such kind of people. They know how to talk. They know how to treat people. But mostly, third world people that have come to Europe, third world people like Pakistanis, Indians, Latinos, the Arabs, all kind of people, or Eastern Bloc that come from the eastern part of Europe. When they come to Western and you meet them, because they don't respect their own citizens. So when they meet you different national, they want to take that advantage on you. Just ignorant them. If I'm giving you testimony of racists, it will cancel this program. That is why I just want to end up on that aspect. So racist is uncivilized behavior. If you go to America, there are people that respect blacks, that live with black and accept blacks into their life. But there are some people that don't want to see black. They don't want to. If you study their background, they come from other part of the world. They come from third world, or they come from Eastern Bloc. They treat their own. This kind of blacks, people that they shooting blacks, I suspect it's under contract, because some people, they believe because they are police, if you ask them to go and kill, they go and kill that person and cover up with the police, this thing. But they know what they are doing. They are criminals from their country, and they have come and seek asylum and finally become citizens and put their education underground, and then they are not being examined well. And that is why they are causing crimes at the hand of the Americans. They're supposed to study the backgrounds of those people mostly shooting black people in America. If you study their background, you find out that they come from third world or Eastern Bloc. They come from Asia or Eastern Bloc. They come from Latino or Arabs. They are the people that mostly, I know them, I'm not accusing anybody, I'm teaching, but I'm telling you the cause of most of these people, because I'm living with the white people, I'm living with the Spanish people. If you meet true Spanish citizens, their character is different. But if you even meet your own black people, the way some black people will treat you in Europe here, you will surprise and you'll be wonder. At that same place that I was talking, the boss who took me from the hand of other Spanish guy, he also rebuked one black guy. First black person that tried to freeze my asset of favor there was black. The man rebuked him that leave him to do what he's supposed to do. Leave him, and the guy became very quiet. Same black like me from Africa. Doing extra, he just asked me to leave there, go, leave there, you can't do anything. The man said, leave him to work. He said, no, he can't use the machine. And the man said, he's using the machine with me. Why do you try to keep him out from here? Leave him. And the man shot him. So from there, he was strongly ashamed. Imagine, same Africa. We are all African, come from Africa. We just come from Africa. Look at the way he was trying to cover me, just to destroy me. And the man rebuked him and said, I'm working with him. I'm the one that gave him order. Not knowing he was the boss there. He was the boss there. So please let us not focus on tribalism, racism, nationalism, colonialism, religiosism. All these kind of people are bad people that cover up with different skin. I'm talking about temperance. Whatever all these things come away into your life, ask God to intervene. Here is where self-control needs prayer. Ask God to intervene, and you see at the end or the result of the outcome of what the person is doing. Please, temperance is the one of the important character that keep you. Now, I was talking about the troublesome makers, people who could not control their temper. Bible said, "Cursed be their anger, it was freeze, and wrath, it was cure. I would divide them in Jacob and scatter them." So my brother, if you are a person of troublemaker, a person of troublesome, these people mostly don't achieve goals. They will insult you, they will fight you, they will stand against you. Look, there is where to come down. There is where to allow somebody to work on you. If you are a human being and you will not allow anybody to go ahead of you, you can't go ahead also alone. Sometimes there are some people, they will take advantage of you, but your disadvantage always result to advantage. Suppose the man did not do me that resist or take stand against me, resisting me strongly. They will not even allow me to go to international section. But the guys say, "Come, have you come back?" And I say, "Yes, I went for holidays." "Okay, go and sit down. Go inside. Don't come in here. Go outside. Go and sit down. I'm coming." From when he came, say, "Look, your guy was not treating you fair. The supervisor was not treating you fair. We see all. We know all what is going on. We watch everything. You are going to work in international field. You are going to work with me. Now I'm transferring you from here to international sector." He just gave me a machine and said, "Look, this is not about any education." I said, "Oh, you're already aware of," you asked me, do you aware of software?" And I said, "I have my own computer and that and I do." I said, "Then there's no problem." I just took machine and said, "Look, if you want to do this, I said, "I have worked with this sector before." Then he said, "Then you don't have problem. Take machine, go to this number, start to work. I'm coming." They just come and look at how I was using the machine, checking everything, making sure everything is in order. And the man said, "Okay, that is all." That is how I maintain at that place. And all the suffering and imagine all kind of rough situation I've go on, I was just living very quiet, simple, and I come from work, it seems I have not working because I'm not lifting up so many heavy things. So if you are cause trouble, you insult your husband, you fight in the marriage. Look, no matter how better, good person you are, if you keep fight, trouble cannot stop from you. There are a lot of men, they made a woman like angel, but because of fighting, shouting, they will destroy the marriage. There are a lot of women, they will meet a man of angel, but because of disrespect, fight and insult, the marriage will break. No matter how Christian, no matter how prayerful, no matter how much you have, Not every woman will bow down for money, and not every man will bow down for money. So I want to tell you, if you want to have a good relationship and maintain your relationship, don't go on fight and insult and shouting. It doesn't help. A lot of people stop dealing with them because they stand at shop fighting with people. A lot of people, they are not able to maintain position in the companies. You go and meet them, have worked for so long, they will tell you that they are racist because you are black. No, you find out the person is not good. He's fighting with anybody, and he's insulting anybody, he's angry with anybody, and people don't give chance to that kind of people. So my brother, one thing I want to tell you is this: if you want to be, and if you want to gain chance in your life, Bible said, I will scatter them. So when you start fighting in your life, you can achieve any goal. Yeah, it's for sure. They are Ghanaians. They can do it. So one thing I want to do it. Sometimes Satan wants to take advantage of you. He knows your weaknesses. So my brothers and sisters, God said, I will not come in you. I will scatter you. So please, troublemaker, cantankerous means street fighters, people who don't care to fight with anybody, people who don't care to insult. Self-control is very, very important. Somebody can cause you annoyance in a way that you're supposed to insult him, or it will provoke you. But sometimes when you remain quiet, do you know that that is a strong weapon? Look, if your husband break out on your own right and you did not speak out, sometimes it's like you have put strong stone, hit the stone. Like maybe you have just break out, insult your wife, accuse her, and the wife remain quiet. Next thing is you are looking means to to cooperate. So if the wife keep silence and didn't worry herself, do everything right, you become more ashamed. And next thing is he get chance on you because now you are guilty. And when you are guilty is always afraid. So you beginning to talk nice. You beginning to do what you're supposed not to do. But if your husband says, yeah, he becomes strong on you because Satan is using two of you. If you're a man and your husband and your wife is not treating you fair, just take time, calm, quietly, do your things nice. If you want to go and sleep, you sleep. Whatever you want to do, quietly, don't fight, don't argue, don't raise matter. You see that he begins to say, Daddy, because he found out that not that you become enemies to yourself, not that you not talk to her, not that you be living as if you don't want to see her. No, you live right with her, but you don't go the way you were going. You found out that she will correct herself because she found out that you are not happy with what she did. So we need to learn to live calm with people. We need to learn to respect. Self-control lead you to be respectful. And that will bring, Bible said, your gift will lift you high. Bible said, it's God who bring poor person that's sitting in ashes to come and sit with princes. And you are coming to sit with princes and insult. Would it work? You will go back. Bible says, God who bring a man from prison and make him a leader. So if you come from prison and come and insult and come and fight, would it happen? No. If you are a chief, or you are a king, or you are a priest, or you are a pastor, or you are a leader at somewhere, if somebody find you standing at the outside, leave me, no, I will not agree, leave me, who is that? They say it's Nana that is fighting. Oh, chief fighting at the street. What is happening? If you go and meet prime minister, leave me, no, leave me, I say, is that a prime minister? Imagine. Consider yourself that you are a prime minister. Consider yourself that you are a chief. If you come and meet king, standing outside, no, leave me, I say I will fight. They say, who is that? They say chief. Oh, it's a chief fighting. Don't you know it's so strange? If you are a Christian, Bible says you are a priesthood. You are a priesthood. You are a royal. So royal always maintain dignity, respect, humble, calmness, quietness. But if you always want to open your mouth, if you always want to defend yourself, if you always want to prove yourself, you always fall in victim. Self-control is very, very important. Self-control leaded man to greatness. Self-control leaded man into high level. There are some people, they don't go with you. There are some people, they don't go with you. It is because the way you speak, the way you make yourself higher than anybody, the way you break out against people. So cantankerism, troublemaker, bring poverty to many countries and many families. A lot of families are poor based on their own way of life. They don't respect their royalty. They don't respect their dignity. And so most families that fight, I repeat again, most families that fight like beasts. Look, if you go, nobody want to marry there. They will tell you, hey, my man so and so bad. Don't go and marry that house. You see the way they trouble people. And maybe you love that person. You are ready to marry. You are ready to live right with that person. But because of the behavior in that house, God bless you. Mr. Temple, God bless you. Uncle, God bless you. Because of the way the family behave, the way they fight. There are some people, if you see them fighting everywhere. Let me give you one example. There is a guy that I meet somewhere. And this guy was so troublesome. He found a lady that he wants to go and marry. And when he went there, and they asked, who is that? The person, they say, so and so person. And they said, no, we don't need that person in this house. And the family was provoked. What is happening? And the father of the girl said, look, if any man or any boy or any guy from your family to come and seek marriage in this house, we accept. But for this particular guy, we don't know the kind of person he is. This particular guy that is fighting everyone in this city, insulting everyone. Every day, people are trying to stop him from trouble. We don't need this kind of person in our family. And the family was quietly, and they go. And the father called him out, Agwasi, come. Daddy, he said, look, you got to stop fighting. We go, and because of you, we have gone there and proved wrong, and we have been disgraced. I will never follow you next time to go and seek for a wife for you. If you see a woman that you want, go and meet the family, and then you do by yourself. I can't take that nonsense anymore. We have advised you for several times, and because of you, I have went somewhere and I was disciplined that I did not discipline you. And that is when the guy just came down, because he found out that the father is almost rejecting him because of fighting at the street, because he thinks he can fight anybody. Not that he beat people, they beat him. He said they beat me well, but I don't care. I will still fight you. And people, and the whole family he was rejected. He don't know that he had been rejected till the time he wanted to marry. And the man said, you, for that person in my family, we don't take it. If anybody from this family come to my house, I will give in marriage. If you don't have self-control, be very careful. There are a lot of somebody good in marriage and they say, this boy that have give 5, 6 children, ask him to go and marry one of them, not in my house. He don't care. He can just jump to, even if there are some people, they don't have self-control. Even their own mother, if their own mother make mistake, they will also make mistake. When you don't have self-control, you always fall in victim. You put yourself in trouble. Self-control is very, very important. And so the Bible says, I will scatter them in the land of Israel. If you are a family that fight, try to advise your family, advise yourself, stop fighting, stop troublemaker. You know why? When Satan wants to freeze the asset of grace in your life, he lead you to fight. He use someone to provoke you, and you will insult and accuse above your level, and from there you lose that chance. From there you lose that chance. Many people are losing chances in Europe here because of their speech. A lot of people could not achieve their career in their politics because they came out and give some hardship speech, and then the party will terminate the appointment because he will lead them to trouble. It's only mostly Africa is where politicians can talk the way they want, they can insult whomsoever they want, They don't do them to anything. But in Europe here, if you join party and speak above your level, before you come house, before you go to office, there's a letter for resignation. Your appointment have been terminated. Whether you be the secretary or flag bearer, they will ask you to step down immediately because of the way you speak, the way you act. Self-control is very, very important for every woman in your marriage, for every man in your marriage, for every woman in your relationship, for every man in your relationship, for every man in your business, for every woman in your business, for every man in your career. You need self-control in every aspect in your life, by speak, by act, by doing, by decision making. If you don't have self-control, you can never be a good leader, and your career will also terminate. Many people have lost their career because they couldn't control themselves the way they should do. Many people have fight with their managers, people fight with their coaches, people defile themselves in the wrong way, and at the end of the day, they lose everything. I would like to end up my intention today about self-control. By the grace of God, we shall continue. You shall continue it. By the grace of God, we shall continue it. Self-control, temperance, patience is the sources of maintaining dignity. Robin couldn't maintain dignity. He couldn't control himself from his own father's wife, and he lost greatness, destiny, and future, and glory and respect. Simon and Levi have become most poor people in the land of Israel because of they couldn't control their temper. They go and commit crime when their father is not supported, and they have remained poor and houseless in the land of Israel, because the Bible says, I will scatter you in the land of Israel. And if God is scattering you, who can protect you? Who can guide you? A lot of people, it seems someone is on them. No, your own character can destroy you. In the way that you think a witch is destroying you, it can be that you think it can be that someone is behind you. No, your character behind you. Your character will terminate your destiny, your appointment, your glory, your joy, your happiness. I would like to end up here. Joe, God bless you, Nana. You are all welcome. Today I would like to end up here. Please, Muslim, subscribe in the Facebook. Also, when you join me, you see the bell, tap it, so that whenever I come to study or any program, you can also join and you can be notified. Also, you can go to YouTube and subscribe ATTA NIMAKO or Prophet ATTA NIMAKO. From there also, you can always have everything every time to get connected with me. So wherever you are, may God bless you, may God be with you. We will still continue to study also. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Tomorrow will be a prayer moment. So tomorrow we will not do teachings. Tomorrow we will pray. So try to join the prayer meeting tomorrow exactly the time we start. 10 o'clock in Barcelona, 10 to 12. By this time we will pray. We ask God to come to our aid. So please join the prayer tomorrow. Share this program. If you can do watch party onwards, do it. And may God bless you. May God protect you. May God empower you to overcome your weakness in order to have your self-control. For whatever you be, whatever you do, may God empower you. May God strengthen you. May God, guide you. May you gain the favor of God. May the grace of God, may the oil of God, may the anointing of God, may God favor you in every aspect in your life. In Jesus' mighty name. God bless you wherever you are. Amen. Thank you for being with me.